use move our fingers well to use scissors. So when we get wounded on our hands, then it is difficult for us to use scissors. Yes, and this luxury bunching is exclusive for ordinary people. We cannot afford this, right? So it is only for rich people. So. And language is also very, very exclusive. Here, all the participants should be able to understand English or Chinese. And this is Arabic. Probably somebody understand Arabic? No, it is very exclusive. More exclusive at least. And this is completely exclusive because it is not deciphered yet. It is old, ancient Indian language. So nobody can read it. On the other hand, everything is also designed. Artificial, not only artificial things, but also natural things like universe, earth, land, and sea, plants, animals, atoms, and molecules, all designed by, I don't know, God, nature. It is designed somehow. And I use the word design in the sense like this. It is making a plan for something for better function, use or access, effect, result, comfort, etc. Often on certain aesthetic principles. Of course, there are bad designs for worse function and use and so on. And we say that nature is beautiful because it functions well, and that means on certain aesthetic principles. So, therefore, nature is also designed. But the design as job is invented at the beginning of capitalism with mass production. Because it was necessary to conceive product in advance, they needed design to produce something for mass. And therefore, the products had to be standardized. There was a standardization. That means the product was made for normal, average people. So the people outside such a standard was excluded. That means specifically disabled people and old people. At that time, old people were not majority. We died more earlier. So disabled and old people were not standard and excluded as exceptional or abnormal. But after the World War II, there were many wounded people during the war. So there were more disabled people after the war. And also the capitalistic societies had to compete with socialism. So therefore they developed also social welfare system. So for disabled people or any kinds of insurance. And in 1975, the United Nations declared the recognition of the rights of disabled people. That was also in line with this trend. And for social welfare, we developed the science, especially medicine and technology and institutions. And the disabled people were integrated to special care, support, or protection. But it was only with ugly, inappropriate design for disabled people. And that stigmatized them because by using such equipment, people just know, oh, that is disabled people. Or they themselves feel that we are disabled because we need special support, we need special equipment, therefore we are disabled. But at that time, that such disabled people are still rather minority. But now, in this, in the course of aging of the society, the disability has become common experience or part of normal course of life, because when we get older, we theoretically will be disabled somehow at the end. When we get old, we need a wheelchair, or we cannot see well, we cannot hear well. So we are somehow, we will be somehow disabled. So disability is not an impairment of a person anymore. That means it's not a personal problem anymore, but the result from an interaction of a person with his or her environment, which could be natural, artificial, human, including products and services. It is now social problem. So the disabled people are not people at the margin, but important group of customers. So potentially majority. And the old people, when they are young, they enjoy the customer's right. And so they live, I should write more. We need products more appropriate for us, stylish and not stigmatizing and usable, right? So this is, in that sense, that is also the new stage of capitalism too. So the companies make products for majority, and disabled people are now getting majority. And if this is the, so to speak, the principle of exclusion, then product demand, that means what products requires us as, for example, capability or ability. When it is over user's capability, it comes it would be exclusion. And as I said, market principle of capitalism is production for majority. So now the society and companies try to be more to make more product for such majority. And probably you have heard of universal design, which is also called as design for all. And the, so to speak, principle of design for all is extreme is mainstream. When a product is usable for disabled people, it is of course usable for normal, usual, ordinary people too. So in that sense, design for all is design for human diversity. That means various people can use it. And the social inclusion and equality. That is declaration of the European Institute for Design and Disability. And these are the 7 principles for universal design. I found this in the website on Universal Design, New York. And one is, the first one is equitable use. The second is flexible in use. The third one is simple and intuitive. The fourth principle is perceptible information. And the fifth one is tolerance for error. And sixth one, low physical effort. And the last one is size and space for approach and use. I will show you the example for each of them. this is entrance for with slope, then that makes all kinds of people accessible. Not only for people in wheelchair, but also the mother with buggy, or when we wounded on foot, then it is probably difficult for us to step up the stairs. So it is more universal. And I've never seen this toilet, but have you probably ever seen such? This is a high adjustable toilet. It is usable not only for adults, but for children too. Well, yeah. And this is a famous example for simple and intuitive use, iPad. And pictogram is very good example for perceptible information. See this in airports, such international area, because we don't have to understand the language. And this is tolerance for error. We can input Albert Einstein with wrong spelling, but the internet find it correctly. But probably the people in the age like me know that 10 or 20 years ago, the internet didn't find. It was not so nice to us. We had to input very, very correctly, otherwise we cannot find it. Yeah, this is singular faucet is more easy to use, right? Than, I don't know how we can say that. We don't probably see any more such old style faucet. And probably you see sometimes such ATM for wheelchair. It is lower, so it is probably not for the people in wheelchair can use it comfortably. Otherwise, they must use such like this. And inclusive design is, so to speak, new style of universal design. It is called design with all. Universal design has still division of roles, producer and user. And therefore, when producer misunderstand the need of user, they make the inappropriate products. So it depends on the such ability of designers, producers. But in inclusive design, various stakeholders like producer, engineer, designer, user, social worker cooperate each other and participate in a production process. So it is co-creation without the division of roles. So it is the movement from design of product to design of process. And I will show you the examples. These mosquitoes. Okay. Yes. The bottom. Yeah. I think maybe. Yeah, I know. Somebody has probably know about this workshop. This is Inclusive Design Workshop in Taipei, 2015. Maybe some of you know that.
Well, I was delighted to be invited to run a workshop and also to be given...
Excuse me, can you drop the light?
Well, I was delighted to be invited to run a workshop and also to be given the freedom to shape it according to a slightly new model, I think, for workshops of this kind. What is really important is that it's bringing together skills of different sets of people. On the one hand, you have designers and designers of different disciplines, from product to inclusive design, from product, industrial design, graphic design. It's also bringing together people who are not designers. There are representatives from, Taipei citizens. The workshop is a very big organisation, Children Are Us, a very advocacy-led organisation that's really makes work here in Taiwan. So it's a really nice opportunity to demonstrate a model of collaboration between not only designers of different disciplines, but different types of organisations, all of whom had shared the need to develop products and ideas which are viable economically. Young adults with learning disabilities, some of whom have proven to be absolutely wonderful artists, and their work has been used by the designers to translate it into new products for a different organization. I think it's opened people's eyes to the benefits of collaborating with people that they probably would never have considered collaborating with.